Hello everyone, welcome back to Geography class. Previous class we're discussing the chapter Urbanization. We learned the impact of urbanization. There are positive and negative impact of urbanizations. We learned in positive impact, that is the better employment opportunities, standard of living, better quality of life, and good educational and training facilities, role in economic developments, and people become broad-minded due to variety of cultures. And we learned negative impact of urbanization, that is due to cramped spaces, slums grow, and there will be scarcity of water, crime rates will be more because of heavy traffic, stress level will be more, and due to large number of people living there, cities generate huge amount of waste which leads to pollution. We learnt the ways to reduce the negative impact of urbanization. That is by reducing the push factor of rural urban migration, by creating opportunities for employment and education in rural areas, and by giving good electricity, sanitation, and basic medical care for them. Today, let's learn the better management and planning in urban areas. What happens if urban areas are not properly planned? Harmful consequences for housing, critical infrastructure such as roads, power, and water supplies. Nowadays, we see that big cities like Bengaluru and Mumbai face flood during rainy season. What is the reason for this? Poor solid waste management can cause blockage to stormwater and sewage networks that can lead to water logging and flooding. To prevent all this, proper plan is required. The problems associated with urbanization can be managed with proper planning and implementation of certain measures. The use of space in cities and surrounding areas should be properly planned with spaces allocated for housing, transport, and commercial activities. This will help decrease the problems associated with overcrowding in urban areas. Authorities must build affordable houses in suburban areas. So, what are suburban areas? They are residential areas on the outskirts of a city. When affordable houses in suburban areas are built, this can curb the development of slums. So, why this slum is growing? Because of the lack of affordable houses in cities. Development and maintenance of infrastructure is important in cities as many people rely, that is, depend on it. To control pollution, strict rules must be imposed on industries. They should be made to control harmful emissions. They must also be encouraged to adopt sustainable practices like using renewable resources of power and recycling waste. So, what are renewable sources? It is a natural resources which can be replaced by usage and consumption like solar and wind energy. Next is keeping urban areas clean. Keeping urban areas clean is a huge challenge as enormous amounts of waste are generated each day. The local government or municipality in a city plays an important role in keeping the city clean by carrying out the various or following tasks. Now, all are at home due to school closure because of COVID. So, you would have seen municipal workers collecting garbage from your homes. What they do after collecting it? They empty the garbage into municipal trucks, which then take the garbage to a dumping ground. So, by doing this, we can keep our surrounding clean. Municipal workers clean roads, streets, and other public spaces. Municipalities maintain a number of public toilets around the city, thus preventing urination and defecation in public spaces. Despite the services provided by municipalities, several places in urban areas remain unclean. The number of dustbins and public toilets is not enough to meet the needs of the population. In such cases, local communities and non government organizations, which are called NGOs, can take steps to keep the city clean. These NGOs, they work for people. They work as a social service organizations. So if they take lead role in keeping the city clean, then it will be helpful for municipalities and government. Local communities should avoid littering and dispose waste properly in dustbins. 7. It is responsibility of local communities also. They should avoid littering and dispose waste properly in dustbins. Organize regular cleanliness drives where groups of citizens come together to clean a dirty area in the city. Cleanliness drives by local communities not only help keep urban areas clean but also create a sense of responsibility in the community. So it is duty of us also, that is citizens, to keep our surrounding clean. So instead of throwing the garbage on the road, it is our duty to throw it in the dustbins. And many organizations and groups are there who work as social service organizations. They work for local communities. They work to keep urban areas clean and also create a sense of responsibility, that is awareness, in the communities. Several NGOs help keep cities clean. In addition to organizing cleanliness drives, they also come up with solutions to promote cleanliness. Exnora and Keep India Clean are examples of such NGOs in India. Exnora develops programs for waste management and educates citizens on the need to keep the surroundings clean. Exnora International is a non governmental organization started in 1989 in Chennai. It focuses on preserving nature and preventing environmental degradation. Keep India Clean works to ensure that restaurants and cafes provide a dustbin outside their premises for customers. This helps in reducing the amount of litter on the streets. Keep India Clean started with a simple idea in April 2016. Within a month of its launch, it has spread across 25 cities all across India. So, in this way, we can save our environment and keep it clean. Dear students, it is responsibility of us also to keep our surrounding clean. Learn well. See you in the next class. Thank you.